What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about Victor's move on putting Michelle and Zakiyah on the block. A little weirded out by that. I didn't exactly expect those two in particular to go on the block. And it kind of seems like what Paul was saying in his previous video is that now we have the executives alliance. So now it's starting to seem that Victor has to choose between one or the other. Like, do I make a big move and put Paul in the block that got me out of the game potentially, or do I put up two people and try to gain Paulie's trust? Now, doing this move, putting Michelle and Zakiyah on the block, might have made Paulie believe that Victor would work with him. I think Paulie. It's very possible that Paulie will be loyal because Paul and Paulie were targeting each other in the beginning of the game, and they became PP, and all that stuff was going on. So it's very possible that Victor could be part of that as well. But I'm a little worried about his nomination speech because according to Michelle, Victor said that Michelle and Zakiyah were two people that were the main reason as to why he got evicted from the house. I don't think that's a fair. I didn't exactly think that was the best way of going to for explaining the nominations. I think it would have been a lot more easier if you say, "Listen, you guys aren't my targets. You two haven't been nominated yet. There's 4 people who haven't been nominated yet, which is Michelle, Zakiyah, James, and Nicole, and you two seem like it was the best option." And I just feel like he doesn't know how to strategically talk to people, and he should also realize and take into account that one of them is staying. Now, after this happens, Michelle is crying in the safari room and literally has no idea what's going on. She's like, "Well, how did I get nominated if I'm not even the one that put backdoored you? I'm not the one that started this whole entire thing." So that was a little confusing to Michelle. And then we see throughout the day that Zakiyah is Michelle. No matter what's gonna happen, they're gonna put Victor on the block next week, regardless. And it also seems like Paulie's on board to get rid of one or the other. And I mean, is this the best move for Victor? We don't know. What we do know is that he is safe, and he's trying to put himself in a better position with the guys rather than the girls. Who, let's be real here, Zakiyah and Michelle, they don't talk any game with Victor. It seems like Michelle talks more with Victor than Zakiyah does. So, there's that. It seems like there's a little shift in the power as well, and it's very interesting to see how this is going to pan out because who's going to go, Michelle or Zakiyah? That's the question. I have no idea. Like, what is the move? Like, what's he trying to get this week? Proving loyalty to the guys, but there's still an underlining to it, and it's also the fact that we find out that James gets the care package, and he gets to take off 2 votes from anyone who is getting evicted. That's also pretty important too, because James, no matter what, is getting blood on his hands because he is going to pretty much take off 2 people who he thinks is working with Michelle and Zakiyah if they're both on the block during eviction night. And if that happens and he takes 2 people who are like, "Wait, I was working with you, that doesn't make any sense," he might put himself in a bad position during the double eviction, and that might not be good for him strategically. So I feel like this 2 eviction vote thing for James is not exactly great this week, unless he's on the block, which we know is probably not going to be the case because he has the advantage. He has the power. I think it would be smart maybe to put Paulie on the block. I know this whole guy thing might be the case, but by putting Paulie on the block and telling him that he's a pawn, I think he still would have the votes to stay, no matter what. I don't think anyone would vote Paulie out compared with the guys. Or Nicole, because Nicole hasn't been nominated yet. So it all really depends. The only thing Victor's in right now in this position is with the guys, which is mostly Paul and Paulie, and he's kind of with Corey as well, and a little bit with James. Not much with James than he is with Corey. But it seems like right now, Victor is trying to do the best he can by putting himself in a really good position. Now, moving forward to that, let's talk about because we know Michelle and Zakiyah are on the block. Let's talk about the position that Natalie and Bridget is in, because Bridget didn't get nominated this week. So maybe Michelle and Zakiyah were a little surprised by that. Bridget, it didn't seem like Bridget had such a really good close connection with Victor, so maybe we're a little blindsided by that. I don't see how Bridget would keep Victor, and I'm a little confused why. Maybe Victor will backdoor Pauly. Again, it's all about perception, because day before she left, told Victor that Pauly was going to backdoor, or they're going to backdoor Victor. So I don't understand how putting Michelle and Zakiyah in that sort of perspective really helps Victor, because he can't play next week, and obviously he potentially has to win the veto during the double eviction. Otherwise, he's probably going to go home, and he's going to look like the biggest idiot. So I hope that's not the case. I hope Victor is actually thinking with his brain and not with his, Other than that, I see Corey's position. I don't see him as he's very low on the radar. I kind of feel like I don't think he's going to be a big target anytime soon. It seems like Pauly and Paul are the biggest threat right now, and maybe they'll see something like that along the way. Maybe if they're smart, they'll put both of them on the block. But who knows? Who knows? Moving forward, there is a veto competition tomorrow, and hopefully one of them will win. I mean, Michelle. I would like Michelle or Zakiyah to win. I don't know who Victor would put up as a replacement nominee. Maybe Bridget, possibly Natalie. I don't really know. I think his goal is try to break up the girls. And I also feel like, well, who is James going to use the 2 votes to take out? It's kind of weird. So I don't really have anything else. Please comment, like, and subscribe down below if you have any questions and any thoughts about this whatsoever, because I want to know what you guys think. There's a veto competition tomorrow. Let's find out who's going to win this. What do we think is going to happen? And who do you think is going to go out there in the double eviction? And who do you think might come back? Because there's 3 more evictions until the round trip ticket is revealed. And if it's not revealed, that's very anticlimactic. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter at Room Podcast. And until next time, guys, peace. Boom, boom.